What's going on, Geminites? It's your boy Gem Mint. You know, people ask me all the time, since you keep your collection alphabetized, what do you do when you get a new omnibus that starts with the letter A? Well, stay tuned. Alright guys, before we get started, I want you to go ahead and click on that subscribe button down below and make sure you hit the bell so you're notified when we release new videos. We're almost at 50,000 subscribers and we're going to give away this XM Studios Spider-Man statue once we hit the milestone. So make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. Alright, so first world problem, collector's problems. I got two new omnibus and I got to put them away on the shelves. Animal Man by Jeff Lemire, which starts with an A, so that means it's got to go right here. So how do I make space? How do I maneuver all these things? Well, I'm going to show you right now. All right, before I start moving around a bunch of DC books, I wanted to just show the Marvel section really quick. And when I get new Marvel Omnibus, it's not as big of a deal because as you can see below, I have a ton of oversized hardcovers and trade paperbacks. I could always take those out, push them back, and make space for new Omnibus. Plus, if you look on the second down, all the way to the right, next to Power Pack, I have a gap there. If you look in between the Inhumans Omnibus, there's a gap. So I can always maneuver, shuffle, and kind of make space for Marvel Omnibus. But let's look at the DC section. Alright, the DC section has less room than the Marvel section. So I don't have any gaps. The only thing that I really have going on here is I have some Absolute Editions. And I don't mind moving the Absolute Editions to another shelf and just making sure all the DC Omnibus are here in the same area. So we have one more section, which I have made some space, and I'm going to put some DC Absolutes over there. I figure I'll do something like, I don't know, maybe put all the Crisis books over there, and that should give me enough space for these two omnibus, hopefully. Alright, now that I've made some space, here's where the fun begins. I got to shuffle all those other Absolutes to the right, and I got to make space for Animal Man and Doom Patrol. So, man, we got to go all the way to the A. The sleeper omnibus can go. That's DC Vertigo. It doesn't need to be with the other DC Omnis. So it's alphabetical for the most part, but sometimes I'll put in a book just so I have space, like that DC Rebirth. I have to just slide it in somewhere. And I realized I said I needed to place the Doom Patrol omnibus, but I really meant the House of Secrets Volume 2. I don't think I'm going to put it next to House of Secrets Volume 1 because the spines are so different. I think I'm going to put it with the H's next to Hawkman. That actually works out better because then it goes next to the Joker Bronze Age, which has a similar spine. Alright, cool. So then I have all the DC kind of like compilation books together, and now we're going to keep on going until we can get Animal Man by Jeff Lemire behind Animal Man by Grant Morrison. So during my last reorganization, I had to separate the Flash by Jeff Johns from the Flash by Manipal, so I was able to move those back together. The only dilemma now is, do I break up that Green Lantern little cube? Nah, and I think that's why Lucifer ended up there in the first place. So let's put Lucifer by Jack Kirby. Alright, that's a wonderful feeling, man. So now we got the Animal Man omnibus together. And there's always going to be one or two that are out of place, like Lucifer. Yeah, so we got like Jack Kirby. How do I have him? By J's, maybe? Actually, it should go after those. Well, actually, I guess I should be like switching around the Jack Kirby omnibus with the Flash omnibus. Shit, I should be moving them all the way behind Harley Quinn. I'm not doing all that. That's good enough for now. Alright, there we have it. A lot of you guys might be wondering, well, what about that sleeper omnibus? I actually have a little bit of space in the front of my desk area, and I might even have some space on that shelf with the other Vertigo titles, so I'll probably just tuck it in over there. But that's what I have to go through every time I get some new omnibus. And if you guys watch my omnibus hauls, you know that's pretty often. Like I said, Marvel not as much of a big deal. I already have kind of like little space built in. And those OHCs, those trade paperbacks, one day we'll just have to move out of the way. But that's the reorganization. A lot of people have asked. Hopefully this helps understand what I have to go through. What do you guys do when you get new books in? Do you even do them alphabetically or as close to as possible? If anyone's asking, the way I do it, Spider-Man is in the S's. I don't care if it's Amazing Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man. I put Spider-Man in the S's and then I do it chronologically from when they were released. So that's how I do Spider-Man. Hulk's in the H's, not in the I's. Thor is with the T's, not the Mighty Thor's with the M's. You guys have seen it earlier, so that's how I do it. Like I said, make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell below so you're updated or notified every time I release a video. We are almost at 50,000 subscribers. We are going to give away the XM Studios Spider-Man statue once we hit 50,000. Well, I'll make a whole separate video that tells you how to enter, and it's going to be easy. Don't worry, you're not going to have to jump through hoops or anything. So I guess that's about it, man. Thanks for watching. Drop me a comment below. Hit the like button before you leave, and stay minty fresh. Peace.